Adult Insights is brought to you by Yapo Dollars, the video-on-demand program optimized to earn you more. It's easier to avoid the traps if you know where the tripwires are. Here are some common mistakes that any adult webmaster should avoid making.
Probably one of the biggest ones would be thinking that I'm going to get rich overnight. You know, that this is easy money. You know, I can just hop in there, throw some traffic over here, and I'm going to be a billionaire. I can get on Dreamweaver and make a website and put it up there, and you know, everybody's going to come see it, and I'll have 1 million customers, and it's just not like that. It's hard work.
Trusting people that are the wrong type of people. They'll get on the boards. I need some legal advice. And sure enough, it's some 17, 18, 19-year-old kid who got no clue, and they're trusting their company to some, kid, and getting the advice from them, rather than actually taking that initial step and actually getting a lawyer, for example.
Get blinded by, the thinking that they're in this new world of showbiz entertainment, and they're impressed by people having fun, and they get distracted. That's the worst mistake. They forget that they're actually trying to make a business and earn money.
Thinking success comes just like that. I guess expectations are too high. Coming in and thinking all I have to do is set up a couple websites and I'm going to be making a few $1,000s a month. It doesn't happen that way. But I see that in mainstream as well. I see that everywhere. People, I think, still under the impression that the internet is a gold mine and that all you have to do is stake your claim. And it's not that easy at all. It's too advanced now and there's too much competition.
The top mistakes that somebody would make when buying traffic that we've seen consistently are not having an appropriate mechanical method of tracking the performance, and basically using tracking IDs that are provided by every billing company for you to see whether or not you're making money. Clearly the second issue that everybody should be looking at before they're spending any money on advertising at all is knowing exactly what they hope to make if everything works correctly.
You have to do your due diligence to know as much as you possibly can, or at least say to yourself, I've tried to know. And, I've regularly talked to other people who are launching pay sites that I say, oh, we're working on a new batch of FHGs. And I'll say it on ICQ, and he's like, what's an FHG? And I'm like, that's a free hosted gallery. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, if you don't know what a free hosted gallery is and you're thinking of launching a pay site or an affiliate program, you really need to go back to square one. Because too many people think it's just buy some content, buy a design, throw it up there, and you're a millionaire. If it was that simple, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. I'd be on a yacht in the Caribbean.
It may seem elementary, but there can be a big difference between a good employer and a bad one. Here are some qualities that people think are important when looking for someone to work with.
I think the best thing that I've found is finding an employer that has a need for what you can bring to the company, and then giving you the parameters and the flexibility to do what you know how to do to help develop the company.
The good employer needs to value the human being. The human being is the most precious resource. It's more important than your computers. It's more important than your stats. Is your human beings. You need to acquire skilled people, and you need to keep the morale high. See, I'd be a good manager. So that means that, you should pay the guys enough, more than they want almost, Because why? Because then they'll turn around and give you more than you asked for. That's my personal management style and philosophy. And if I was running a business, I would be the kind of guy that kind of gives extra vacation time and puts a game room in the office and stuff like that. I would spend money in that way.
As an employee, you want to work for someone who will stand behind you, believe in you, give you the tools to succeed. I think those are the biggest things. Also, you want to work for somebody who has a good reputation.
Fair. Even keel is nice. Not too hot-tempered. Just good to people. Can empathize with people who aren't owners or employers.
So basically, an employer who takes criticism, who takes their product seriously and is looking to bring on people in order to benefit basically benefit their product, not somebody who's just going to agree with everything they're saying, not somebody who's going to basically look in, punch out.
I think somebody that lets you know where you stand is not demanding. Get your job description so you know where you stand, you know when you're going to get a raise, you know what's expected of you. That, in my mind, would make for a good employer. There's a lot of times it's wishy-washy and changes his mind, or there's 4 projects on the table. Deadlines and timelines can really save your employees' nerves and keep your employees around a bit longer.